Now, how you talking out your neck when I know how your nigga neck work? I know you really hate my guts, cause you bitches really ugly, can't make this up. They call me Slim Rim, but my weight is up. They telling me I should wait, nigga, wait for what? The weight is up. Look, it's time. So if you see me with it, bitch, it's mine. When these other bitches rap, it's always just rhymes. When I rap, bitch, it's always 10 dimes. Stop playing with me. I got these niggas in the jail really staying with me. I got these niggas in the streets really slaying with me. I got these niggas in the south really hanging with me. I got these niggas in the gangs really banging with me. And what you looking at my shoes for? I swear to God, I know I'm on these bitches.
One song changed the conversation overnight. Remy Ma's diss is climbing the charts. Papoose just shut down the engagement rumors. And now everyone is asking the same question. Why has Claressa Shields gone so quiet? Coincidence? Or is something bigger happening behind the scenes? Let's break it all down. Welcome back to Tea with Sienna, where the tea is always hot. The receipts stay ready, and we never sugarcoat a thing. If you love celebrity drama, hip-hop news, and trending entertainment stories, make sure to subscribe. Now, let's get into today's story. The numbers quickly became part of the conversation because they don't rely on opinions. They simply reflect what's happening. And in this case, Remy Ma's diss track was gaining serious momentum, climbing to the #2 spot on the iTunes hip hop chart while also making noise across other categories. It had become more than just another rap release. It was turning into a major talking point. As Remy's visibility continued to grow, many people noticed a different atmosphere surrounding Claressa Shields. She remained active online and continued posting, but some observers felt her usual presence seemed different. Known for projecting confidence and carrying herself with bold, outspoken energy, many felt that familiar spark wasn't coming across in quite the same way this time. Instead, many people felt her usual confidence had been replaced by a much quieter presence, and social media picked up on that change almost immediately. But this story goes far beyond one diss track because another major piece of the conversation is Papoose. Over the past several months, he has publicly claimed that he wrote a significant portion of Remy Ma's lyrics, saying he has emails, drafts, and other material to support those statements. Those comments naturally led to another question online. If Papoose truly possesses that level of songwriting ability, people began wondering why they haven't seen the same creative influence reflected in Claressa's public image or projects. That curiosity quickly became another major topic surrounding the situation. For many people, that wasn't meant as an insult. It was simply the conclusion they reached after comparing the results. As they looked around, they didn't see anything connected to Claressa generating the same level of excitement, attention, or momentum as Remy Ma's latest release. That contrast gradually changed the conversation online. Instead of focusing on past claims about who wrote what, some began asking whether Remy's success had always been driven by her own talent. The more the song continued gaining traction, the more those questions grew. Before long, the public narrative had shifted, with one side earning recognition through visible results, while the other found itself facing increasing skepticism without saying a single word. To be fair, Claressa Shields has nothing left to prove in boxing. As an Olympic gold medalist and undisputed champion, she's already secured her place in the sport. But this conversation isn't about boxing anymore. It's about hip hop, where success follows a different set of rules. In that world, people expect results, and that's what many online viewers are comparing right now. After seeing Remy Ma's track gain so much attention, some have started looking back at Claressa and asking what comes next. As the silence continued, the pressure seemed to grow. When expectations are high and people don't see the response they anticipated, the conversation naturally becomes louder. Many online commenters began saying Claressa should focus on the sport where she's already proven herself and continue building on her boxing legacy. It wasn't always meant as criticism, but more as advice to stay in the lane where she excels. However, as those opinions spread, the discussion became less about music and more about pride, making the entire situation feel increasingly personal and far more complicated. This is where the conversation shifted from performance to perception. Claressa later shared a video of herself training in the gym, hitting the heavy bag like she often does. On its own, it looked like a normal workout in the place where she's most comfortable. But many people online interpreted it differently. Some believed the video carried a deeper message, suggesting she was expressing emotions without saying a word. Once that interpretation gained traction, the clip stopped being viewed as just another training session and became another major topic of discussion. Before long, the focus moved beyond the workout itself to Claressa's appearance. Some fans began saying her expression, especially her eyes, seemed different from the confident image they're used to seeing. They felt she looked more reserved and less carefree, which quickly became another talking point online. Once those observations started spreading, people began analyzing every new video, post, and facial expression, wondering whether the change was connected to the diss track, the growing public attention, or something else entirely. Just as those conversations were gaining momentum, another development added even more fuel to the story. Papoose sat down for an interview and people were already paying close attention to every word. When the topic of the ring came up, the discussion took another turn. For months, many online had assumed it meant an engagement and built their own theories around it. But Papoose shut those rumors down, making it clear there had been no proposal and no engagement. What caught people's attention wasn't just his answer. It was how direct and matter-of-fact it sounded, leaving many viewers feeling there was little room for interpretation. That interview quickly changed the tone of the conversation. On one side, people had seen Claressa openly discuss wanting a long-term future and starting a family. On the other, Papoose firmly dismissed the engagement rumors, leaving many viewers feeling the two messages didn't seem to match. That contrast immediately sparked more speculation online. Then another image began circulating, a photo showing Papoose wearing what many identified as his wedding ring. It wasn't a new piece of jewelry, but the same ring associated with his marriage to Remy Ma. With everything already being discussed, the timing of that photo only added another layer to the story. With so many questions already surrounding the situation, the timing of that photo reignited the entire conversation. As it spread across social media, people shifted from discussing interviews to analyzing what they believed they were seeing. Many online observers argued that the image didn't seem to fit the narrative that had been developing, and speculation quickly intensified. Some interpreted the wedding ring as a sign that Papoose hadn't fully moved on from his marriage, pointing to what they saw as a contradiction between denying engagement rumors with Claressa while still wearing a symbol tied to Remy Ma. Almost overnight, the debate became even louder. Regardless of whether there was another explanation, many people felt the timing made the situation appear confusing. In stories like this, public perception often shapes the narrative. As a result, viewers went back and rewatched the interview, paying closer attention not only to what Papoose said, but also to the topics he seemed to avoid. Some felt his demeanor changed whenever Remy Ma was mentioned, which only fueled more speculation. Soon, even more voices joined the discussion, including men offering their own interpretations and suggesting there might still be unresolved feelings, adding yet another layer to an already growing online debate. By this point, so what began as scattered opinions had turned into a much bigger online narrative, with Claressa finding herself at the center of it. Another detail that caught people's attention was the fact that the two hadn't been seen together publicly for a while. There were no recent photos, videos, or public appearances featuring them, and that absence quickly became part of the discussion. In an era where public relationships are often documented online, many viewers found the silence noticeable. Before long, people were pointing out that weeks had passed without the pair being seen together, adding even more speculation to the conversation. As the weeks passed, the discussion shifted from what people were hearing to what they weren't seeing. For many online observers, that absence only made the existing questions feel more significant. Looking at everything together, they saw Remy Ma continuing to gain momentum, attract attention, and move forward publicly. At the same time, some felt Papoose's words and actions weren't always sending the same message, while Claressa appeared noticeably quieter than usual. Taken together, those developments left many people wondering whether the relationship was simply facing a difficult period, or if it had never been as stable as it appeared from the outside. That's today's tea. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think social media is reading too much into Claressa's recent silence, or do you believe her behavior has genuinely changed? And what do you make of Papoose shutting down the engagement rumors while the online speculation continues? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because I read every one of them. If you enjoyed today's breakdown, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Tea with Sienna, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest celebrity tea. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.